Harvest log day 22, and it's Monday. Cutting spring barley up on the hill. This is a variety called Laureate, destined for Maltings cores in Burton on Trent, through the Shobnall Maltings, and then to be brewed at the brewery up there. So it's got a few quality hoops to jump through, including the nitrogen levels, which is kind of a measure of the protein. So you want a low nitrogen level in your spring malting barley, and you want a high protein level in your milling wheats. So that governs how we manage the crop in terms of nutrition, nitrogen fertiliser, and also it needs to have good germination. It needs to germ as close to 100% as we can, but no less than 98%. And I think that should be alright this year. I think the nitrogens could be problematic because the yield is not very good. So the protein levels, a bit like the milling wheat, where it's a good thing, potentially being concentrated in the grain, which might push it out of the specification, but we will see. We will send some samples off per field. We have already completed 1, 2, 3 fields up here, so we're swathing the straw from this little block. It's going to head into the stewardship option. It's going to be called AB15, which is a legume fallow. So a mixture of clovers and things like that, no cereals, no grasses, to boost soil health and improve or provide some pollen and nectar for various butterflies, insects, hoverflies, all the beneficial insects that we like to see around on the farm. And been interesting looking at the wildlife going around here this evening. Looking down over Tewkesbury in the distance there. Bredon Hill's kind of directly behind us now. There have been some nice little coveys of pheasants up here. Well, not coveys of pheasants, what would they call them? Broods of pheasants, I suppose. Coveys of partridges, broods of pheasants, there we go. Whoops. See, not paying attention. So that's nice to see. Had a really good... Actually, everybody's commented this year on the numbers of wild birds around. Had a really good hatch, probably because of the dry weather. Lots of insect life around to feed the chicks with. That little hen pheasant over by the woods, over there, she had 5 with her. There's another little bunch up on the top side of this field, she had 4, so yeah, alright. So we shall see how this gets on from a quality point of view. We will probably know in about 3 days' time. We get some samples to the post office tomorrow, get it to the lab Wednesday, might know Thursday. Oh, balloon. Honestly, the sooner those things get banned, the better. So we've just hoovered that up with the combine. If it's not wrapped around the combine, it'll end up in the swath of straw, then it'll end up in the bale, and then it'll end up in livestock feeding or bedding. So hopefully somebody will pick it out before it gets to that point. But if I was to drop a load of rubbish in the Cheltenham High Street, I'd get a 150 to £500 fine. But it's not a problem to release a few balloons and let them land wherever they are. There's a few things the government needs to get hold of, that's one of them. And also disposable barbecues is the other. It's not rocket science. It's bad for the environment, it's really risky. There's a track across the field there, that's probably deer or badgers. Quite a population of fallow deer. Up here there is a nature reserve just the other side of those woods. And we've got a big population of fallow deer in there, so Yeah, this is where we are. Moisture's showing about 15% on the combine, probably a little bit less than that, but they are creeping up. We didn't get going that early this morning, about just after lunch. Got down to 12.5% in the heat of the day, and just starting to creep up a little bit. Can't usually keep cuzzing barley all night, tends to struggle to thrash out of the straw, but honestly this straw, as you can see from there, it's, yeah, what is that, a foot tall, so not a great crop at all, just no moisture at vital times, coupling with the heat. The ears are really small, a few blind-eared sites, but at least we've got the Macton header to pick it all up. And yeah, the stubbles are really even after this. So that's it, day 22, getting towards the end of harvest 2026.